Of course, that's the first word I heard is oh. Okay, so Magnum has been consistently working on the car since it's come back from the metal ready strip. And I'm going to go over and show some of the repair work. Here is the one fender that had the dent up in this area. Okay, you can see that there was a dent right here in the front fender that they were able to bring out, make real nice. You can see they've been slowly going through. The front end looks pretty good. I mean, I know there was a issue with up in the front, but that's going to be repaired. But here, I mean, look how nice this metal is. I've never had a car dip like they had, and it really came out nice. But it's funny though that there's still sand coming out of nooks and crannies. I'll show you in a minute. But the big thing, you can see this door has been reskinned. The other one, which is on another jig, they were able to fix that one up. Here's one of the rockers. You can see that there was still rust hiding in there, but that's all being repaired. You can see there's still stuff popping up. But even the roof looks good. The rear floors, I don't know what they're going to do right now, but they look pretty good. We'll see in the next installment what's going to happen. You can see that the door jambs, they were damaged, so they're being replaced. New rockers, new quarters, because you can see right here, the quarter had been replaced at some point and not very well. So that's all going to be replaced. But here, I'll show you the jig real quick. The jig is all through the entire chassis and car, keeping it nice and safe. And I know from the previous video, you can see that the roof skin's been replaced because there was a dent that wasn't fixable. But here, this is crazy. Okay, here is, in a Superbird, it has stuff up in this area. This hole isn't supposed to be here. Whoever had the car before, when they restored it, the quarter panel should go up to here. It's not. Both sides have giant holes. And so they're going to fix all that. They're going to fix the rust holes. The repackaged tray is good. You can see the holes from where the wing goes. And here's another one. So trunk floors and Mopars from the factory, they are a single piece from side to side. But for the longest time, you couldn't get a single floor pan for these cars. You can see here, it's actually two pieces. It did make it easier to install, but it wasn't correct. Well, because this one has, you know, you can see over there, it's all bent up. Over here, it's not exactly straight. This is all going to be replaced with a new single piece floor pan that is correct for the car. You can see, I mean, there is pinholes along here. And also back here, like, these holes aren't supposed to be here, or at least they're not supposed to be walled out like that. Someone replaced, before this entire back panel. Not correct. There should be a extra support here, and, like I said, the holes. So that's going to be replaced properly this time. You can see a lot of bad body work from before. And here is still the worst of it as of right now, is this quarter panel. And you can see when the car rolled, it rolled over the rear of the quarter panel. That's not supposed to be that way. There's a whole bunch of sheet metal that was removed. Like here, this is where you can see the inside of the quarters, or the rockers. You can see what's being restored and cleaned up. You can see all the sand on the floor. That's all still sand coming out from being flipped over at the beach. You can see there's also a lot of good metal still on the car. And it's coming along, to say the least. And yeah. So, look how nice that is. I wish my 71 was this nice. I have my own issues. As you've seen from my videos, it's got a lot of problems. But this is nice. And here's the door that they were able to straighten out and clean up. This is the original door, so that is a plus. But if you guys have any comments or questions, you can ask me or ask Magnum on their website. I'm sure they'd be happy to respond and go from there. Oh, here, yeah. This thing's going to be amazing when it's done. Okay, and this is going where the damaged rear frame rails are, because I'll try to get a quick view of them, but the frame rails that are in the car have been patched and have incorrect, like 2000s era, like patch panels that weren't correct. But these are 1970 Plymouth rear frame rails. You can see the stampings on them are correct. So this car is getting factory rear frame rails put in it. Let's see if I can get underneath there real quick. You can see the frame rails underneath there. They look good, but there's a bunch of weird patch panels in it that, let's just say, aren't correct for a 70B body in general. And then being a semi Superbird, it's way off. So yeah, still pretty cool. Sorry about the video. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I was using my old GoPro and I've never had that issue before, but I thought I'd go through real quick and just show you the pictures, nice clear, without any interruption, to show you the kind of metalwork that's going on over at Magnum Restoration and the quality and quantity that they're doing, because the car did need a lot of work. There was a lot of good stuff there, but to straighten out what had been done before and, you know, what happened with the hurricane, you know, they want to do it right. They're making sure that it's done properly with the correct parts. Like I said, where else do you find original rear frame rails for the car? I mean, they were taken from a junk, I think, car, cut out, cleaned, prepared, and they're ready to go in the car when it gets to that point. With the car on the jig, it's nice and solidly mounted, so there will be no deflection, and they can continue moving from front to back, fixing what's there. Well, not front to back, but they're fixing it. The gauges are there. They're new to the car because the old ones were unrepairable. The old ones will be displayed with the car, though, which will be really cool to show you what happens when a car is submerged in seawater. Also, the original distributor was restored by Joe's Distributor Restoration, and you can see it's like jewelry. It is so pretty now. And just to give you context, Magnum, that's not the only project they have. They have other Superbirds, they have Hemi cars, they have Chargers, Challengers, they have a 670 six-pack Challenger convertible 4-speed car that has been sitting for like 40 years, completely rusty, and they're going to restore it back to near perfect. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen in the next month to everything that you see here. All right, well, I'm finishing up here at Jefferson 2023, well, Spring Jefferson, and I'm just leaning on a random car. I'm just kidding, that's my friend's Shelby GT500 KR convertible. Let's see if I can't, it's blocked on my face. But just resting here for a bit before I get ready to go. I hope you all enjoyed the video from Magnum Restoration. They were extremely nice to allow me the opportunity to document the car. The Hurricane Superbird is definitely coming along, and probably in another 4 weeks I'll do another update, because it is full speed ahead, to say the least. But lots of cool stuff coming up. Did another adventure, actually I did 3 adventures recently within the last week that involved drone footage, so that should be a lot of fun. But don't forget, new videos every Monday, so if you have any comments or questions, you can leave it in the comments below or at any of my social media. What's the van? Oh, it's a van. I hope everyone is happy and healthy, and I'll see you all soon.